As men, we have the power to control our own destinies, and through constant hard work and dedication, we're all capable of becoming the best versions of ourselves. The thing is, though, that you have to want it, and sadly some people just don't seem to have the strength and willpower it takes to hack it in this world. The world is actually full of traps to make men weak, yet it rewards those who are resilient and strong. These obstacles are not coincidental, but rather a deliberate attempt to manipulate and control the population. By controlling men's thoughts, one holds power over the masses. Regrettably, too many men have succumbed to these tactics and have surrendered their masculinity. This is simply deplorable. We'll look into 6 behaviors that hinder men from reaching their full potential. Number 1. Social media addiction. We live in a truly incredible world that you miss out on every time you pick up your phone. While having smart devices on us at all times has made our lives easier in a lot of ways, it's also resulted in a lot of problems. Social media has become a dangerous tool that wields significant influence over large populations. If you take a moment to look around in public places like restaurants or gyms, you will notice people absorbed in their phones. The choice is yours. Either you use social media or let it use you. If you find yourself constantly scrolling through your feed or discussing the latest trends, then you are being controlled by it. Additionally, if you spend most of your time watching short clips online, not only are you being manipulated, but you are also severely shortening your attention span. In essence, you have fallen prey to the trap. Number 2. Unworthy friendships. Today, men tend to be careless when it comes to choosing friends. Unlike in the past, where men were mindful about the friends they kept, as choosing the wrong ones could result in destruction of everything they worked hard to build. Back then, friendship was based on shared principles and values. The old saying, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with," is timeless advice. If your closest companions are weak and cowardice, then so will you be. It's better to be alone and strong than to be surrounded by fake and weak friends. Number 3. Video game addiction. The reason why the majority of gamers are men is because video games cater to masculine innate desires, such as competition, conquest, and status. However, this virtual reality is not real, and the creators of video games are exploiting these desires to keep men engaged. It's meant to create a false narrative that women are equally interested in gaming, so that men don't realize that there is really a chain around their neck. Addiction to video games is common among men, who play to satisfy their desires for dominance, competition, and progression. But if you doesn't strive for these things in the real world, then you should not be seeking them in the virtual world for some artificial validation. Number 4. Improper sleep. Sleep is a crucial aspect that many men need to work on. The lack of quality sleep weakens us by lowering testosterone levels and strong thinking ability. Make sure you know that quantity is not the same as quality when it comes to sleep. Some people can sleep 10 hours a day and still be a total mess. A simple rule to improve sleep quality is the 10-3-1 rule. Avoid caffeine for 10 hours before bed, stop eating for 3 hours before bed, and cut off from technology for 1 hour before bed. Adhering to this rule can significantly enhance the quality of sleep. Number 5. Emotional immaturity. In the modern world, it is common to observe men becoming overly emotional over trivial matters. This is a sign of weakness. Strong and resilient men have the ability to control their emotions and decide when to show them. Emotional control is a crucial aspect of masculinity, and accepting the belief that it's acceptable to cry or be weak seriously undermines this aspect of masculinity. If someone can manipulate your emotions to their own choosing, it means they have a dangerous control over you. That's why, guys, learn to control your emotions instead of being a slave to them. Use your emotions wisely. Number 6. Playing the blame game. When you make an accusation, 3 fingers are pointing back at you. It's a sign of weakness to blame others for your actions and mistakes instead of taking responsibility for them. By constantly blaming others, you'll never learn from your mistakes and grow as a person. It can be tempting to see yourself as a victim, but it's important to remember that you have control over how you respond to life's challenges. Take responsibility for your thoughts, actions, and life. What would a neutral third party say about the situation? How have you contributed to it? Accept the situation for what it is, acknowledge your mistakes, and move forward with humility. You must understand that as a man, it's okay to be wrong sometimes, but never double down on being wrong. It's better to take a loss and learn from it than get your ego involved in the game. Be wise, men. Be wise. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to drop a like and comment your thoughts on the matter. Make sure you subscribe, as we have a lot more videos coming out which will elevate your status in life. With that said, see you all soon.